Right then, we're live with a really short countdown as well. But we're going to dive into this. The reason why it's been a short countdown is because we've been sorting out behind the scenes about what we're going to be talking about on today's Talking Con, Cup of Tea with Englishman in San Diego. My name is Leonard Sultana, and 7 days and counting to San Diego 2025. It's a week to go, and there's all this stuff coming out. We're going to dive into all sorts of bits and pieces, such as Peacemaker. We've got Lazarus Rising Games that have done some stuff. Mr. Beast has announced a very odd thing, which we'll talk about on the show. We're also going to talk about Ignition Press as well. There's lots to get into. So thank you very much indeed for joining us today. As always, any comments, any questions, jump into the Q&A. Let us know what you want to talk about. But I think we've got some very exciting stuff to talk about when it comes to things that you can get up to with your phone around San Diego Comic-Con 2025. Hello there, everybody. Welcome along to Talking Con, a cup of tea with an Englishman in San Diego. My name is Leonard Sultana, and I'm a little bit out of breath because I've got my hat on, I've got my cup of tea, and there's just been so much which we've been posting up on the conventioncollective.com with everything that's happening, because 7 days and counting. Yeah, I've tried to make it flash a bit there. There you go. 7 days and counting. Whew. San Diego Comic-Con, just around the corner. A week to go, and with plenty of stuff still rolling in. I mean, we kind of got into a bit of a busy weekend with all of the announcements about programming and everything that's going on over the course of the weekend. There's just so much happening, and the news is still rolling through. We'll get into certainly some of the headlines that I'm going to talk about after the conversation we're about to have, which is with some very exciting collaboration between good friends of ours from Den of Geek. Now, Den of Geek is a magazine that provides some of the best pop culture coverage out there. The guys from Den of Geek are just amazing when it comes to getting everybody involved and excited about pop culture. But what they're doing this year is something a little bit special. They are teaming up with some very special people to talk about, to promote something very special. I'm going to bring them on to talk about that now. We are joined by Sophia Goranson. Oh no, I didn't pronounce that right at all, did I? Gorenstein?
That's
close.
Perfect.
Closer? Perfect. Oh, good God, never say that. Never say that. And we've got Alex Pintos joining us as well. And they are, now, this is where I'm going to ask you to introduce yourselves. So at least then we can get the full story about what's going on next weekend. We'll start with Sophia. Go for it. Yes, I'm putting you front and center first and foremost. Sophia, welcome.
Hi, Leonard. Nice. First of all, thank you so much for having us. We're super excited to be here. Truly looking forward to talking about the first of its kind augmented reality media campaign.
Go for it. So, who's the company? Who are you? And tell us a little bit about the history of the company.
Sure. So our company is called Media Life, and we bring media to life. We are an augmented reality studio. I am the director of partnerships, so I'm that person that looks for brands that are tailored for progressive brand development. And my partner Alex, I'll let him introduce himself as well.
Go for it, Alex.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Alex. I think you muted yourself.
Still can't hear you.
Oh man, it was
Can't
all
ever
going
get
so
away
well.
from
You hear me
the
now?
technical difficulties.
We can hear you now. Excellent.
You know what was interesting? My phone was actually connected as my microphone now, so I think it's a new Apple thing. Anyways, yeah, I'm Alex Pinto. I'm Chief Creative and Head of Immersive Merchandising. And I've been around the anime space for quite some time, and now we're exploring new media and taking this to another level. But it's really something that we're trying to accomplish over the next couple of years and bring new fandom to life with this new creative medium. And I'm so excited today to talk to you about this because I've actually been excited for quite some time seeing this over the years and seeing it evolve. It's just truly amazing.
So, I mean, I think first and foremost, certainly when it comes to Comic-Con fans that are heading out to San Diego, they're going to be interested about the actual the content this is about, and because this is a partnership with Netflix to promote one of the shows. Which show is it that we're dealing with here?
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
So yeah, the show that you're partnering with Netflix to promote.
Yes. It's Sakamoto Days, and it's to do with undercover hitman, and it's really popular manga that is being now brought to Netflix, and Netflix is being now the #1 anime platform, overtaking Crunchyroll, which is really really interesting how that dynamic is happening. But yeah, we're doing an augmented reality of Sakamoto turning into his true form, which is his deadly assassin. He goes from a dad bod to his truly deadly form assassin, and we're wanting to bring these moments to life. And luckily, we got the chance to do it with Sakamoto Days. And Sakamoto Days has been something really interesting to me as well because it's an anime that is also done by Mappa Studios, and Mappa Studios has been killing it recently in anime. So we're super excited to get this like on board and show people what it could actually do.
Excellent stuff. I mean, this is something which was brought to us and kind of to talk us to us with Den of Geek. So what's the partnership been like with them to kind of help them bring your technology to San Diego Comic-Con?
Thanks, I'll take that one. So Den of Geek, they've been instrumental in our in our bringing this really to the market. They've believed in augmented reality media from the first time that they saw it. And, people are extremely delighted when they see this new medium. And I hope that we can share that video with the viewers just to see how excited people are. And so that's how we connected with Den of Geek. And it was at Anime NYC. One thing that we do is we attend all of the top tier conventions around North America, and we showcase augmented reality media. And so we connected with Chris and Matt, and they've been absolutely incredible. They've been brainstorming with us and ideating and just, a huge support. So here's the videos. This is a sticker, and that sticker is being overlaid with augmented reality media. So if you click play again, I think it's such a short video. Maybe we need to run it.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah, it loops.
And so the process is super simple. I'm sure that a lot of people are wondering, like, what is this, how does this get launched? And so I think one of the key points is that it doesn't have an app. There's no app required, which is really, it's really just revolutionary. You no longer have to download anything at all to engage with these items. I have a poster here. So this is a blown up version of that sticker that you just showed. And it's essentially equipped with a QR code. And if somebody scans this with their phone, they're instantly able to bring this to life in a way that is absolutely a first of its kind.
I think the exciting thing about this is, it's like you say, it is the fact that it is so simple and it can be done through a web clip on a browser on a phone without having to download an app, without having to download any dedicated players. It's just done on app, and it's done nice and quickly, and just gives an instant immersion and interaction with what you're bringing to San Diego. You've got the stickers, but we're also talking about all sorts of other ways to kind of get some AR and interaction around San Diego. I've got some other videos which we can have a look at. I mean, this looks incredibly cool. So yeah, these different activations, including the T-shirts as well. I mean,
hey, that's me. Yeah. This is our interaction with Logan Chitwood. He's actually an anime, but also bodybuilding influencer. And what we did was we wanted to take a side-by-side of the interaction between the influencer and being like showing also the animation, the AR media on the shirt itself. So once it triggers through, you know, the NFC or the QR code, it will automatically trigger this animation, and it could be linked with a lot of different things. It could be, you know, it could be an animation. It could also be a voice clip of somebody, and there could also be music layered on top of it. So there's a lot of different layers you could do with this. And as you could see, though, Logan really loves this. So it's another way to really interact with him and show them, you know, anime.
Yeah, it's super exciting. Alex brings up a good point that we do use NFC sometimes instead of QR codes, which is another seamless way to deliver this experience. This video right now that's up is amazing. This is some fan reactions at Anime Expo. If we could put the sound on, I think that'll be fun.
Oh, now then, there's a question. I may have to stop it and restart. Bear with me a second. Let's see if we can get some on that. Yeah, I think I'm going. Yeah, I shall restart it. It's just go on.
We love, one of our favorite things about this has been going to these conventions, which we do, you know, all the time, all year long, and we delight fans. So we really engage with fans to see their reactions and how they're, you know, interpreting this new medium. And it's been just sensational seeing people be so happy and so enthused by these kind of new interactions. I mean, what's super special about our Netflix Sakamoto Days campaign is that it's virtually the first time that somebody, a fan, can interact with Mr. Sakamoto, an anime character, you know, in the physical world, and capture that UGC, which is user generated content, onto their phone and share it. And so that's the really cool part about it. You see here, I have Mr. Sakamoto right behind me. And so there's a real life-sized opportunity to capture incredible content.
Okay, I'm going to try again because it is saying that it'd be best to play it in a browser, but because I'm running this directly as a video clip. Let's just see if we can got. Oh man, here we go. Let's see if we got any.
What? Holy shit!
Yeah, this is like the first time they're seeing something like, you know, it was surprising in Anime Expo. I didn't see anything like it. So these fans are really reacting over it.
Oh! Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
And then we got Naruto over here. I was able to find Naruto.
Off of the side of it, like all around it. No way, dude! He's literally walking, and then he gets big! Oh, that's awesome! That is badass, dude. And it works on this, I think. Let's see it on this. I'm curious. Okay.
Yeah, we pulled it up, and it works on all the different
massive! I just saw it. We can do that?
Yeah, so the cool thing here is you
There's
can
Mr.
really see.
Sakamoto himself. See, there was Mr. Sakamoto. I found him. That was actually an awesome cosplay. The guy was actually very similar to Taro Sakamoto himself. So I wanted to capture that.
Yeah, you can really see people are genuinely excited. They're so happy and just delighted, surprised. And that's something that we've seen, you know, for the past year that we've gone to all of these conventions. We've never seen this being done, and we've just had so much fun with it.
So when it came to the production of the animation, was it a case of doing in-house, or did you turn to the producers of the anime to put that for you?
Yeah, so actually we got the first images of Sakamoto, and you know, we get the two images and we're like, what can we actually do with something like this? How do we make it very that supports the narrative of the story and supports that moment, that experience that you want to step into? So basically they give us the images and then we have to animate it in-house and think about all the different animations we want to put in there to make it look like the show or make it seem like they're stepping into it. Like we want to design it to feel like it's like a turning point in the anime. You know, when you watch an anime or a comic book show, you're looking at those big reveals, those times when like the character powers up and you're like, holy shit, you know, it makes you really remember that moment. For me, it was like those moments with Sakamoto. He's changing from his dad bod into his assassin form, and then he kicks some ass at the very end of the show. It's also like, you know, example for One Piece is when Luffy hits his gear second, and you're just like, oh my god. Or when Goku does like Super Saiyan 3, right? Those moments when you watch it as a kid, you realize you're like, oh my god, I remember those moments. So we want to capture those moments in the animation and have it right beside you where you could experience those things together with AR media. And then when you're invested in the characters, the arcs, the whole world building, it's not like passive anymore. It's just right there, right next to you. So that's what we try and think about when we do things in-house, and that's why it's like so exciting for me and for the team to show these kind of things.
It's really obvious as well that you have a real love for the property, a real love for engagement with the anime and engagement with the audience. So producing it all in-house, you can tell there's a real love, and that kind of is the make and break of some of these kind of activations, because otherwise it can feel a little, okay, we're just producing this for the company and it can be just a moving logo and it's not enough. If it's something that's really kind of going to bring the anime to you and bring to the person who's looking through the screen, I think that makes so much more sense.
Yeah, we're really just trying to think about what would the user want to experience. It's not just see visually, because things could be very aesthetically pleasing. I mean, you have so many amazing artists, local, international, that do such amazing things. And you know, like we really give it to some of the artists that like make these things really happen, because they're the ones that put the fine details in, and they're the ones that could make things come to life. But when we want to craft the experience, we want to make sure that the emotions are involved. You're displaying the storyline exactly how they would be picturing in their mind reading the manga, and then when it comes out on augmented reality and even in the animations, you want to feel that first surprise that's wowing, and that's the thing. It's like when you see it even in anime, you're just like, okay, this is the moment I've been waiting 30 episodes for, you know what I'm saying? But this is just like, okay, now I could see right at the end of the episode, the final arc. Now let's just see Sakamoto change, and I want to see it happen right in front of me. So yeah, we're really thinking about those things, and we really keep pushing, especially with Sophie and I. We're like, is this all we can do, or can we do more? You know, can we really deliver, and what can we do in the future? Right.
Sure. I mean, I think with AR as well, and with interactions like this, I mean, the constraints have been in the past that it's usually having to download an app, so you're having to run through certain video codecs to just make it work, and then you're just dealing with the limitations of the technology. From what I've seen, you're doing it all in browser, you're doing it in search, and I think that just unlocks that kind of that limitation that we've had in the past, and people can just pull out the phone, hit the QR code, hit the NFC, and just dive straight into this interaction. How many interactions are we talking roughly? You know, let's leave some surprise for people, but kind of like how many kind of interactions are you looking at around San Diego, certainly for next weekend?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that question, because I even want to take it broader than that. We're actually welcoming fans all over North America. We have a incredible network of comic shops, the Den of Geek comic shop network. And if anybody wants to go to denofgeek.com/stores, they will see a list of a lot of stores around the country, and that was denofgeek.com/stores. And all those stores are actually going to be receiving activated posters, activated magazines, and the image can be activated by simply visiting a link. So you can actually go to sakamoto.medialife.ai and point at the image, this image right here, or Mr. Sakamoto, this image of Mr. Sakamoto, anywhere, and you can bring this to life. And so that's really the beauty of AR, is that it's just so scalable, and that delight is so scalable where anybody can really experience this for themselves. We also have a short list of stores that are going to be receiving the retail displays behind me, this really large Mr. Sakamoto. And I'm going to run through those quickly just so that people can actually be aware and fans can go to these locations. We have 4 in New York, and that's Midtown Comics, all of the locations of Midtown Comics, and Forbidden Planet. We have 1 in Illinois, that's Manga Spot Chicago. We have 1 in Colorado, that's Mile High Comics. We have 3 in California, that's Golden Apple Comics and Cabrillo Beach Curiosities and Pulp Fiction Long Beach. We have 1 in Ohio, that's Bell Book and Comic, 1 in Texas, that's Austin Books and Comics, and 1 in Canada, Silver Snail Toronto. So those are all the stores that are going to be having the NFC stickers, and that's free merchandise. So anybody who goes there will get a sticker, they'll get a poster, they'll get a magazine, they can take pictures with Mr. Sakamoto, they can upload it to our landing page. We actually have a UGC dedicated landing page for exclusive features of the best, funniest clips, most exciting ones. And yeah, I mean, that's, you know, a ton of opportunities that are outside of the San Diego Comic-Con. So you don't even need to, you know, pay a bunch of money to attend this show. And if you can't make it, then you can still interact. So I think, you know, we're really excited. At the Comic-Con, I think we're going to be all over the place. But if anybody wants to, you know, meet up with us, they can email us. They can say hello@medialife.ai and shoot us an email. We'll be happy to arrange a meetup so that we can get some of that delight spread.
I was just going to say, you're talking about these locations around the US. Do you have a kind of home base in San Diego planned? Have you got somewhere that you're going to be where people can sort of make a beeline to you to kind of experience this for themselves?
It's a good question, and we are still deciding. I think we have a couple of locations in mind, so I'm not entirely sure, but we will for sure be there. We have a bunch of us on site. So if you want to email us hello@medialife.ai, we will reply to you and we'll meet up with you. And that landing page that you can upload any content to is medialife.ai-upload, and you can see some of that UGC. So we're really trying to make it, you know, very, very accessible, because we want everybody to be able to access it and enjoy it the way that we do every day.
That's cool. I mean, we've got Chuck Cuckoo's watching. Will the AR be featured at any of the booths within the convention. Do you know if you're going to be able to people within the convention center themselves? I mean, I suppose that's another question as well when it comes to, well, frankly, the rather poor. Let me just put this so we can have more people just watching that. There we go. The convention center itself could be used quite happily as a black site. You could put someone in there and you wouldn't be able to see them too much because it is a bit of a communications black hole. What's it like for, say, saving the link and watching outside of the convention center? Or what would be people's experience within the convention center? Is there any kind of limitations in that regard? I think Alex might be the best person to answer that one, maybe.
Yeah, we have you can experience it not only just in the cardboard cutouts, the posters, the stickers that we handing out. We'll also be walking around as well. So hopefully we'll see you guys like walking around. Just take a look. Maybe you'll be able to recognize Sophia and I. We're gonna be quite loud out there too, being like, "Hey, you guys gotta check this out. You guys gotta check this out." So hopefully we'll see you there.
I can imagine around Sunny the Netflix booth, you're going to be spending a bit of time.
Sophia, yeah, you might want to answer where we're technically going to be because you're.
Yeah, we do actually have an event planned for Thursday, and I think it's from 3 to 8 p.m. So if you guys want to attend, and it's only Leonard's fans only, please DM Den of Geek on Instagram, and we will send you a VIP invite. So if you want to hit up Den of Geek on their Instagram, that's at Den of Geek, and we will be able to send you an personal invite to our lounge party, which we'll be hosting from 3 to 8 p.m. on Thursday. And that's Thursday, the 24th of July. Yeah, I think we're gonna definitely be around. It's the party game, the OP games. I think that's what it's called. But yep, hit up Den of Geek and we'll get you guys in. And like Alex said, we'll be around. And, the most important thing is if you just visit that link, medialive.ai, or actually sakamoto.medialive.ai, you can find an image of Sakamoto and literally activate it. That's the beauty of it is that it really translates across any image of Mr. Sakamoto, this particular one. And so that's what makes it really accessible for everybody.
You could also take a photo of the images and upload it, send it to us. And then, if that photo isn't activated, we might, activate it for you. It's just, you just have to upload it. Just make sure we have our page and you could see all the different, you could also see other people uploading stuff too of animations. So just, there's a lot of different options and cool things that we could do. And there might be some surprises for you.
That's nice. Just to make sure I got that URL correct, sakamoto.medialight.ai?
Media Life.
Yep.
Media Life.
L-I-T-E?
L-I-F-E, like life.
Oh, Media Life. I do. Get rid of that.
No worries. We bring media to life.
Now we got to buy that domain too. Thanks, Leonard. Way to go.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries.
There we go. There we go. There you go.
Let's just hope nobody saw that last one.
It's okay if we'll just people to just forget it. It's fine. That one. That's the one you're looking for. There you go. Excellent stuff.
Thanks.
Excellent.
Perfect. Yeah, that's the domain right there. If anybody wants to visit that and pop over to any of the stores, once again, that was on denofgeek.com/stores. They'll see a lot of locations. You'll be surprised. This will be 150 locations across North America. So hopefully it's one near you.
I know there's a couple of very exciting comic book shops in San Diego, including Now or Never, and I'm hoping that that store's in there. I think it probably will be. If you are heading to San Diego, hopefully you're going to be going to Now or Never anyway, because it is just a comic book shop that rocks. But yeah, by all means, find out more about this, because I think this is just going to be an exciting way of really interacting with the property and with the manga. I think it's something that's so unique. Like I say, we've seen AI before, we've seen AR before, that interaction, but it's just taken so much steps to achieve the interaction. And this is something that's really quick and snappy and allows people to really kind of get into the experience nice and quick. And congratulations on managing to pull it off. Well done. Excellent stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed for coming on. I really do appreciate your time. I know that Chris DeLongo is kind of loitering in the background, and hopefully he can talk to us about Den of Geek and the partnership that he's put together. I mean, certainly I know the Den of Geek party. I mean, are you going to be attending that little shindig? Oh, Sophia's nodding straight away. Oh, yes, I'm going to parties.
With Mr. Sakamoto. We'll have Mr. Sakamoto on every red carpet at all the VIP events.
Oh, nice. Excellent stuff. And just to kind of wrap up the conversation, just for yourself, Chris, Den of Geek, what are you getting up to throughout San Diego?
A little bit too much, but we're really excited to be working with Media Life and bringing Sakamoto, as Sophia said, on all the red carpets and around the gas lamp district. I think that's going to be like one of my favorite things is, we're working with some really amazing people in the content capture space. Perry Hall is a really fantastic street photographer. So we want to make sure that we're kind of capturing the moment of Comic-Con, all the wonderful cosplay, all the kind of fan excitement that's happening around the gas lamp, but also kind of integrate how does that look from kind of a real world experience into augmented reality. That's our kind of challenge this year. Kind of make sure that we're really kind of stepping up in terms of like what that looks like socially for fans at home and for fans at Comic-Con to kind of capture that moment. But we have a couple other magazines out there as well. Look out for Den of Geek on Monday. We got a huge cover story announcement for our main issue, and we're really excited about the Netflix partnership as well. We're working with Nickelodeon on a big event for Avatar's 20th anniversary, so kind of keep your eyes peeled for another announcement with that. So we'll have a pretty massive street team all around the gas lamp, and we're just thrilled to kind of add Media Life to the Den of Geek family for this event, because it just we just try to go bigger and better every single year and deliver just an awesome fan engagement experience. So we love doing it. We're gonna miss you out there, Leonard, this time around, but we'll be sending you pictures and updates the whole way. So again, thank you for having us on, and really excited for Comic-Con.
That is the plan. Well, I'm going to head to the URL, Sakamoto Media Life AI, and I'm going to experience it here in the UK because I can. And you can do it around the globe, and you can experience it wherever you go to the URL. But listen, I want to say thank you very much indeed to Sophia, to Alex, to Chris. Thanks for coming on and talking about this. It's exciting to have an interaction which isn't just focused in one place, and that you can kind of experience around the city and take in. Because we've always said that San Diego Comic-Con is not something that is just contained within the convention center. It's something that explodes throughout the entire city, and you're doing something that is really kind of making those experiences citywide as well. And I think that's just really exciting. Thank you so much indeed for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have yourself an amazing San Diego, and yeah, I'll miss you guys too.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks, Leonard. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you for having us on.
No worries. Thank you. That is staggeringly cool. I mean, if you've watched this before, you know already. You know what I'm like for my VR, my AR. AR, I think, is something that still needs something to kind of like connect and really get with people's imagination and capture that. And that's something that activations like this can do to kind of really get so like people engaging, especially with Sakamoto as an anime. So if you do spot them around San Diego, there you go. That's your exclusive for today. Let's have a look at this. Chuck Cook. Please note the Sakamoto URL relies on the camera on your phone for the AR. So use your mobile device, not your desktop. Absolutely. It is a mobile thing. It's something out and about. It's in the wild. And I think that's really, really cool about it. So there. So no, thank you very much indeed to the guys from Den of Geek. And thank you very much indeed for the guys from Media Life for joining us as well. One more time, let's just go through those URLs. Sakamoto, which is the anime we're talking about, .medialife.ai, so you can find out more and upload and interact with the activation on there. And you can find out more about Den of Geek at denofgeek.com/stores as well, so you can find out where you can actually see this in person, up close and personal. I think that's very, very cool. Excellent stuff. Right, I'm going to let that run in the background while I just pull up something else, because, like I say, We're trying to keep these bite-sized. We're trying to keep these nice and compact because there's so much stuff that's coming out of San Diego Comic-Con. And including today, of which there's been a whole bunch of stuff, including something out in the gas lamp, which you may want to give a check out. This is actually interesting to me because, let me just see what's going on here. I think this is interesting to me because it's a something that happened with my browser there, and I don't know what happened. Oh, never mind. Right, a new publisher going to be debuting at San Diego Comic-Con, but my word, are they coming at it from the fringe? It's very interesting to see how they're doing this because they really are coming out from kind of left field. This is Ignition Press. We already posted on the website about what they're getting up to in the gas lamp. Sorry, they're actually going to be doing something which is the Ignition Press room, which it sounds interesting considering that the last time I remember something like this where they really took up a space outside of the convention center and into Gaslamp was Nerdist, and that's a hell of an investment, which means this is a company that's going all out. They are doing something special. I mean, heaven knows we're talking Philip Sublick and Jamie Esrich. They've got the experience and they've got the pedigree of putting some real quality out there, but they've gotten themselves a fantastic talent roster. But to take over a space, which is going to be at the, like I say, down in the conventions, down in the gas lamp on the 643 G Street. They're also going to be doing some panels, and they're going to be doing some presentations and bits and pieces, not only at the press room, but also at the San Diego Central Library, which is one of the SDC venues, but it's out of the way, and the Marriott Marquis San Diego Marina Hotel. Again, same drill. It's away from the convention center. They are absolutely putting themselves out there as a publisher that is just willing to go off the beaten track, which I'm absolutely down with. I mean, we're also talking, one of the things they're doing is Cullen Bunn and Jeremy Horn, who's going to be doing their Curious Haunts and the Colonoscopy podcast. They're doing a bit of a mashup, unique horror podcast crossover with these two best of the game. And the fact that they're doing this, number one, at the Central Library, but also just away from the main hustle and bustle of San Diego Comic-Con, intrigues me, which makes them a publisher to keep an eye on. That's Ignition Press. They're going to be doing those off-site activities throughout the course of the weekend, including some insane signing and special activations and giveaways and all sorts of bits and pieces. All of this is currently on theconventioncollective.com. Do find it on there. It's on the homepage at the moment. All the bits and pieces for Ignition Press. So when it comes to special bits and pieces that you can pick up, this is actually for somebody or anybody who is just a fan, considering that it's not necessarily just for San Diego Comic-Con attendees, but Peacemaker merch is coming to fans ahead of the Comic-Con panel taking place on the Saturday. Hall H 3:30, you've got the likes of James Gunn, John Cena, Danielle Brooks, Jennifer Holland, Freddie Stromer, Stevie G, and Frank Grillo, and all the rest going to be showing up. But Warner Bros. With partners McFarlane Toys, Sideshow, and Upper Deck have got themselves a whole bunch of exclusive merch. Now they can pick them up at Peace Fest, which is going to be the pop-up shop that's available in San Diego. Now, admittedly, the Peace Fest is ticket only, and as far as I'm aware, those tickets sold out almost instantly. Crashed the website doing it as well. But you can find out more at shopdc.com as well, especially with the t-shirts for Peace Fest. Find out more by heading to theconventioncollective.com. It should have all of the bits and pieces and all the information about the tees that you can buy, which are these three here, which you can also pick up, like I say, at San Diego Comic-Con. And if you are wanting to head to that offsite, peacefest2025.com. Like I say, it's reservation slots now at this point, but fingers crossed you might be able to get your hands on something like that. Okay, Oh, right, yeah. I mean, yes, McFarlane Toys have done this very cool and fun toy, and that's all great and everything. But Sideshow have once again knocked out that part. That is John Cena. Simple as. I think that's just very cool. And then you've got the trading cards, which Upper Deck are going to be doing. And of course, if you are heading into the convention center, head to Upper Deck booth and say hi to Matt Dunford for us, because yeah, they're just something. They're always good fun. The last thing I want to talk about is something that kind of dropped into the inbox, and I just had to read it twice to accept what I was reading. Mr. Beast came to San Diego Comic-Con last year, and yeah, he caused a lot of fun and games on the floor. Considering that, well, it's Mr. Beast, and no one knew what to expect, and yeah, caused a lot of issues when it came to footfall and people moving around and finding out what Mr. Beast was going to be up to. I said it in the post. He is an agent of chaos. Well, he's doing something interesting this year because he's teaming up with the Prince Street Pizza chain, which is based out of New York. It's their legendary pizzeria out of New York, but they've got some branches around the US, including San Diego, which is it's down here at the bottom. It's 415 Market Street. It's going to be in the store only, and Mr. Beast has this this initiative called Feastables, which is a mission to end child labor in the chocolate industry. So Feastables cocoa is 100% fair trade certified, ensuring farmers are paid a living income or the market price, whichever is higher. And they've partnered with, so his initiative, Feastables, which do a whole bunch of candies and sweets and stuff, teamed up with Prince Street Pizza and are bringing a triple chocolate feast pizza to San Diego Comic-Con, which is crazy, but it's available throughout the course, including preview night as well. If you head to 415 Market Street, you can get a triple chocolate feast dessert pizza from Mr. Beast. There you go, a bunch of words I never expected to come together in one sentence. But there you go, absolutely crazy. Fantastic stuff. And I think the last thing, I did mention that I was going to talk about Lazarus Rising, didn't I? So I might as well talk about them really quickly. This is something that came across my inbox as well. Again, something that intrigued me as a Edgar Rice Burroughs and as a fan of John Carter. Basically, they are teaming up with a whole bunch of partners. Oh, okay. Chuck, you're going to have to DM me and let me know about that. I did not know about that, because if that's the case, then I'll have to put a disclaimer on the site. I did not know. I am one to be educated. Basically saying they support bad politics. Want to find out more about that, please, if you won't mind. But no, Lazarus Rising Games are showcasing Overpower, which is a collectible card game based on the 1990s original. And it's going to be featured over the course of the weekend, both in a panel, but also in an interactive booth on the convention floor. Overpower Rising, bringing Skybound, Top Cow, and Edgar Rice Burroughs to CCG's collectible cards games. So that's going to be on a Saturday between 1:45 and 2:45 in 60E, not a small room, 1,000 seater. It's going to be rather cool. And then you can find out more about Overpower at booth 2629 at the site for the Lazarus Rising Games. So yeah, find out more about that if you wouldn't mind. And considering you've got some cracking artwork by Philip Tan, which has done some brilliant artwork for Invincible, but also Raymond Gay, who did work for the Darkness, doing these great cards that you can find out more about by heading to theconventioncollective.com. Interesting stuff indeed, as we got news coming out of San Diego. And I think that's it. We've got ourselves Leanne D just stopping by to say hi. Miss all you lovely people. We miss you too, Leanne. Huge, we miss you. But there we go. thank you very much indeed for joining us. Like I say, that was a bit of an exclusive. That was the first time you're going to find out about that. And I'm going to be posting something about all of this on the website shortly, on the conventioncollective.com. AR coming to San Diego Comic-Con, courtesy of the wonderful guys at Den and Geek, but also Media Life as well. Find out more at sakamoto.medialife.ai. And of course, you can find out where you can experience this. If you are not heading to San Diego Comic-Con, go to denofgeek.com/stores to find out more about the standees and the QR codes and the NFCs that you can interact with. It's going to be rather cool indeed. What else we got? Andrew English is saying he's dropped in off now to watch season 3 Strange New Worlds. Absolutely. And Leanne's telling us that she will be returning next year. Well, whether I will be is a whole other question. And that's 12 months, considering that the last 6 months have been a whirlwind. Safe to say the next 3.5 years is going to be even more so. It's going to be interesting to see what's going on. But there we go. That's us. Thank you very much indeed for joining us today. Hope you've enjoyed it, and hope you enjoyed that exclusive brought to you by Den of Geek as well. From me to you, I was going to turn around and say that I will talk to you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. GMT. The only downside to that is, technically, I'm on holiday from next week, as I'm from tomorrow. Next week, it's all about San Diego. I would have been in San Diego, but I've got that week off work, and I'm going to be doing my best to filter as much information and as much news into my socials and onto the website, from any photos that you guys send in, send to my socials, and I'll just share as much as I possibly can. And that's going to be kind of live as the convention's going on. However, myself and Caroline have decided that this weekend we're going to head down to Cardiff and see Caroline's family. That's tomorrow. We're going to be driving down. Saturday, I will be doing a live stream. Sunday, I will be doing a live stream. Monday, fingers crossed, and then we'll drive back on Tuesday. That's the plan, though. Just the one day off. If I can do a live stream, or if I can get something posted, I will do. But it may be that tomorrow you may just have a day off from me, which I don't know if that's a good thing. I think, but just taking a day's break, okay? But we will be back over the weekend, and we are definitely going to be on, certainly throughout the days of San Diego Comic-Con. We're going to be doing a live stream early in the morning before the doors open, which means we'll give you an update of everything that happened the day before, things that you can look forward to, any kind of last-minute news and updates heading into the convention before the doors open and you dive in. And then we'll do a midday show as well, so that during your lunch break in San Diego Comic-Con, while you're taking a bit of a moment to eat your, I don't know, whatever it is from the food court upstairs at the convention center, something for you to watch for 20 minutes, half an hour, all the news and updates that have come out of the convention throughout the course of the day. So hopefully we're going to do 2 shows a day throughout San Diego Comic-Con. That's the plan. Do take care. Have a safe, a great night. Have a great weekend. Like I say, I'm going to be bringing other updates that we get sent over the course of the next couple of days. But for tomorrow, taking a bit of a breather, and we will speak to you next, definitely on Saturday. From me to you, thank you very much indeed for your company, and we'll see you on the other side. Take care. Bye-bye.